Partnerkonferenz 2012. We are talking to Carla Arend, Program Manager, Information Management for IDC. You just introduced some research results you drove through 2011, and you talked about the impact of the economic situation. What did you find there?
We found that the top priorities for IT managers in 2011 were investing into IT security, but even more importantly, I would say also investing into achieving better service levels for their end users in the organization. And I think this is due to the fact that they are very much pressured by the advent of cloud services, and they find that they need to provide the same levels of convenience and services than cloud services. And the third priority was still to control cost. And that is actually one of the things that we define as the new normal, that we expect that cost control will remain also one of the key priorities in 2012.
And what did you find in regard of the investments that you expect for storage, for virtualization, for software?
We did a recent survey here at the end of November to find out what are the expectations for 2012, because there was a lot of bad press in terms of expectations, that people were thinking it was going to be a bad year, and we wanted to test that. And we found that actually it's going to be a good year here in Europe, and especially in Germany, and especially the German respondents were very happy about investing into storage as one of the first ones, and then storage virtualization as well. So they were the top two investment priorities in 2012.
So these are good opportunities for the channel partners as well in regard of software sales and also services?
Yes, I think services are also a very interesting area, because the survey showed that companies will not cut back on services, but they will continue to invest in services in order to get the maximum out of the technology. So I think that's an excellent opportunity for channel partners to provide more services.
In regard of the trends regarding storage and virtualization, what do you see for 2012?
In 2012, one of the biggest trends that we are seeing is around big data. And this is also one of the areas that we are researching right now. And we found that big data is not just about the volumes, but also about the variety of data, so using many different data sources, but also about the speed at which the data comes to the organization. So we think that companies are now starting to feel the pressure from these different drivers in terms of big data. But we also find that cloud services still remain one of the key trends in 2012, but they will get much more sophisticated. So it's not just about having storage space in the cloud, but we will also see much more advanced storage services like backup and recovery, collaboration, file sharing, synchronization, so much broader array of services. Then another big trend we have is about converged infrastructure and appliances. So we see that customers, especially in the mid-market segment, would like to absorb technology in the appliance form factor. And I think that's an interesting opportunity for partners here of DataCore, as DataCore is committed to deliver their software through partners on the appliance form factor. And then the last one that is still a very hot topic is about storage efficiency. So how can they make more out of the storage assets that they already have in terms of deduplication, in terms of thin provisioning, and also, of course, about auto-tiering. So that was one of the trends we've seen emerging last year, was about auto-tiering. And DataCore actually has the ability to auto-tier across different hardware vendors, which is a very unique feature.
Coming from the partner to the customer, what did you find are the challenges in virtualization?
When customers are adopting virtualization and they move beyond the very easy technologies that are easy to virtualize, they usually find that storage is actually one of the biggest challenges, because it's a very costly element that they need to take care of. And they are also challenged in terms of the flexibility and the agility of their infrastructure. And that's why they are launching this virtualization push, is to get more flexibility and agility. And again, auto-tiering is one of the things that really helps with in virtualization projects, because then you can use the capacities that you have, and you can move the data that is not frequently accessed, or the virtual machines that are not so active, to much lower cost storage tiers.
So storage virtualization, where do you see the special benefits of that technology?
Storage virtualization can really help customers to save money, because they can use the storage assets that they currently have. They can use them for a much longer time. They can do much better backups because there's an integrated snapshotting technology. They can use the auto-tiering capability to invest into flash and SSD drives, but only the right amount, and then use auto-tiering to push a lot of the data to the lower cost tiers. And also automated management is also another one that really helps them save money.
And where do you see DataCore in that market space? What's the offer DataCore can give to customers and to partners?
I think DataCore has the big advantage that it's a software-only solution, and that really gives partners a very big flexibility in terms of which hardware vendors they want to work with. And they can also build the appliances themselves, depending on which other hardware vendors they have in the portfolio. And they can talk to any customer, no matter which hardware vendor they're using. They can come in and have a conversation about better management of the infrastructure and more cost-efficient management of the infrastructure. So I think it's really an opener for many discussions, because it's a software hardware-independent solution. And then I also think that it's a very proven technology. DataCore has been around for many years, and it's now on version 8 of the technology. So it's a very solid technology that helps partners a lot to sell and to prove, because there are many customers out there, reference customers, that show the value of DataCore.
And what's 2012 as a conclusion now? What do you see? How adopted is the technology, and where is it standing right now? Where will it go to?
I mean, I'm personally a very big fan of storage virtualization, and it hasn't really taken off in the way that I have anticipated until now. But I think in 2012, it's the perfect year where all the different elements are in place for storage virtualization to really take off, because end users and also partners understand the concept of the hypervisor from the server world, and now they also understand that they need to really invest in the storage part in order to make virtualization successful. So I think it's going to be a good year.
Good. So Carla Arend for IDC, thank you very much for that interview.
Thank you.